Hey guys, this is the Bearded Guitarist. In today's lesson, we'll be learning how to spice up 4 easy chords to make them sound a little bit more jazzy. So without further ado, let's get into the close-up. So first of all, let's get started from the 4 chords that we are having a look at today. So the first one is an E flat minor, played in A minor shape, has a bar chord, bar on the 6th fret, root note on the 6th fret of the A string, and then A minor shape here. Okay, so this is your E flat minor. From here we move to a B major, okay, B major bar on the 2nd fret and then A major shape here, okay. Then from here we move to A flat minor, so here is an E minor shape with the full bar on the 4th fret, so the root note is on the 4th fret of the low E string. This is your A flat minor, and from here we move forward to B flat major, which is again an E shape, full bar chord, root note on the 6th fret of the low E string. Okay, so these are the 4 chords. Okay, we are in the key of E flat minor, so we can say that this is the 1st degree minor. This should be called C flat in the key of E flat minor, but it's basically a B major. This C flat major or B major is the flat 6th degree, so we're talking about the Lydian chord. From here the A flat minor is the 4th minor, and the B flat is the 5th, which is supposed to be minor in a minor key, but it becomes major when you borrow this chord to create basically a sort of secondary dominant, so the tension to then resolve back to E flat minor. Now let's break down the process to spice up these chords to make them sound a little bit more jazzier. So if I start from the E flat minor, the 1st chord, right, the first thing I can do is make it a 7th chord, so a minor 7th chord, because this is a minor chord, so I make it a minor 7th chord, just removing my little finger and getting the minor 7th here, so the E flat minor becomes an E flat minor 7. But then I can have a look at a more jazzy position for this chord and play still an E flat minor 7, but without the 5th, so an omit 5, getting this position. Now this position is played with the root note still on the 6th fret of the A string, but then I've got the minor 3rd here on the 4th of the D, minor 7th here on the 6th of the G, and then I repeat the minor 3rd again on the 7th fret of the B string. So this is the same as this, just without the 5th, and repeating twice the 3rd. Then if rather than using this minor 7th voicing, I want to spice it up even more and play it even more jazzy, I can move this minor 3rd, which I already have here, back and play in this way the major 9th degree. In this way the chord becomes an E flat minor 9. So we went from an E flat minor triad to an E flat minor 9. This is a minor 7th chord extended to the 9th, which is this note here. So this is the 1st chord that we make a little bit more jazzy. From here I move to the B or C flat major here, and again the first part of the process is to make it a 7th chord. In this case, since this is a Lydian chord, we make it major 7, okay? So I go from B major to B major 7. And then again, to extend it to the 9th, what I'm going to do, I'm gonna change the position into this one, okay? And rather than playing major 7, I play major 9. So this means that I get the major 9th here. Again, I remove the 5th, so this is an omit 5 voicing, okay? And I've got the root note, the major 3rd here on the 1st fret of the D string, then I've got the major 7th on the 3rd of the G, and then finally the major 9 on the 2nd of the B. So this is a B or C flat major 9. So a major 7 extended to the 9th. So we went from a B major to this B major 9. Next chord, the A flat minor 7, we can follow something similar to what we said about the E flat minor. We make it A flat minor 7th first, so I just remove the little finger and I get the minor 7 here on the 4th fret of the D. Maybe I can play it with this voicing, alright, and in this way I've got the root note, the minor 7th here, I've got the minor 3rd and then the perfect 5th. Again, I'll make it an omit 5, so I will remove the 5th, and this time, rather than using the 9th as we did with the E flat minor, we will use the 11th, so another extension. So instead of playing A flat minor 7, I will now play A flat minor 11 just using the perfect 11th here on the 2nd fret of the B string. So we went from A flat minor to A flat minor 11. Then for the last chord, we'll do something a little bit more interesting. This B flat major, which again, it's the tension of the key, okay, so the 5 major to get back to the 1 minor, we'll make it first of all a dominant 7, because the tension comes from a dominant 7 and because the 5th degree major can be extended as a dominant 7 chord. So we'll remove the little finger again and we get the minor 7th degree here on the 6th fret of the D string, and this way we got B flat 7. And then we make it a 9th chord, so we extend it to the 9th, but not only as a dominant 7th 9th, we will now remove the 3rd, so we'll play it sus and we'll add the 4th. Basically we'll be playing this chord, which is a B flat 9 sus 4. So it is a dominant 7 chord like this one. It is extended to the 9th, but we also have the 4th instead of the 3rd, therefore sus 4. If we go through all of the degrees, we've got the root note, we've got the minor 7, typical of the dominant 7. We do have the 9th here, okay, and then here I've got the perfect 4th. So this is an omit 5. Again, I don't have 1, 3, 5, 7, but I've got 1. The 3 is replaced by the 4, so 4th here because it's a sus 4, and then 7th and 9th, okay. So I don't have the 3rd, I've got the 4th because it's a sus, and I don't have the 5th because it's an omit 5, but I do have the 9th here as an extension. So this is an A flat over B flat, or B flat 9 sus 4. And from here I can move these two notes here 1 fret back this way and get this position, which is very jazzy, and in this way I lose the 4th basically here and I get the major 3rd. So this is not a sus chord anymore, it's just a B flat 7, but rather than playing the major 9, I now play the minor 9th, which is this note on the 4th degree of the G string, and in this way I create even more tension to then resolve back to my E flat minor 9. Okay, so I can play the B flat major that we started from as a B flat 9 sus 4, which then moves to a B flat 7 flat 9. Okay, so if we play all of the chords together, we used to play this. And now we play. So definitely more jazzy, and this is the process to spice up every chord that you start from, just going to the 7th first and then introducing some extensions. Alright guys, I hope this lesson helped you to break down the process to spice up a few easy chords, to make them sound a little bit more jazzy, going to the extensions, passing through the 7ths first. Feel free to apply these concepts to all of the chords that you play whenever you want to make an arrangement a little bit more jazzy. If you enjoyed this lesson, please feel free to like this video and share it with your family and friends. This would really help me reaching out more people. If you are a first-time viewer, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to be notified when I release my next lessons. Thanks a lot for watching guys, this was the Bearded Guitarist, I'll be seeing you next week.